Hello fellow academics and welcome back to my channel and the Iron Lake series where we're playing the lakes map on hard difficulty. So, full disclosure, I had pre-recorded some episodes just before the holidays because, well, it's the holidays. And as I was just booting up this game again, I remembered in what kind of a pickle I left myself in. We have almost 18 days left in this bad tide, and bad tide water or bad water coming out everywhere, and we only have 400 water left. One of the reasons is because I messed up big time and started planting all of these dynamites in this area where we had our water pumpers, the majority of our water pumpers. And since the new update, you can actually place dynamite underneath these water pumpers, but that means their water pump is raised to a depth of 0, meaning they become completely useless. All right. Great start. We do have 2 water pumpers up here that are up and running and starting to pump out all that water, well, technically from the lake over here. But that will not be enough. Definitely not for 18 days where we're already running short on water as it is. So we're gonna put 2 temporary water pumpers up here. And while I really don't like putting in this temporary stuff, we will have to deal with that. Highest priority, as we've been doing all over anyways. And that's another thing that I really messed up last time. I high prioritized this and so many other things. I really need to stop doing that. Or all of the extra storage, which, you know, it's kind of nice to have, but actually not that important. Much more important to have our beavers live. So, lesson learned, message from me 2025 to myself and to everyone out there. Make sure you survive first before you start playing around with all this other stuff. All right, 1 water pumper in. The second one is being built. We are running short on logs too. So that is another thing that, you know, needed consideration. But trees are growing slowly. They are growing up actually as we speak. 98%. So I think we will be okay. Second water pumper in as well. Good. Now, they can focus on this. Let me actually double check about the priorities there. Second highest priority. This is highest priority. I can't get all the materials. And the material that we ran out of is extract. Which means for now we're going to increase this to 2 and pause one of the builder huts. Well, I would like to get a lot of the stuff built. I think, again, priorities. One of the reasons why we need extract is because we have a bunch of these genetically mutated beaver incubation chambers. And, you know, they need extract too. So I think we will have 2 of them running the show up there. And we will keep 2 of them in there as we just, you know, need more and more and more of this. So, okay, what else? Bad water is getting kind of low too. They're also needed in the explosives factory. We have 7 injured beavers. So for now, I'm going to reduce the work hours to 14, giving everyone a bit more time to recover and recuperate, and hopefully that will help us with our current season. All right. What else can we do in this drought? not drought, in this bad tide. We are placing a staircase up here because we need more logs, which means we are going to move 2 new lumberjacks up here. Clear out this entire area. And for now, actually unmark this area down here. There are no trees left. So no need to have it marked to be chopped down. We're also cleaning up all the rest. Not necessary, but I like to keep a tight ship. So with this, all problems solved. Alright. Next thing I forgot to do is put this on super high priority. As I've just, preached, don't put everything on super high priority. I'm still putting everything on super high priority. But then again, so all of this is working. It's kind of in. We could get more power supply if we hook up that additional water wheel. Which makes me wonder, it just said there's only 700 produced. How is that possible? Oh, I forgot. This down here, only supplied by those 3. Is that right? That is not right. I am very confused. Let's do a quick check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. They should be producing on average 250. So that's 1,500 power. We do have 2 more down here that are already connected, 3 more down here that are already connected, producing another 250 each, which means we should actually be producing almost 2,000 power. What is going on? Something not connected? All of our batteries are out of juice. Is it too much power going? Is there a limit maybe to how much power can go through a single shaft? I don't think there is. So what is going on? Let's look. This is connected. All of these are connected up here. Which means, maybe, no, but that shouldn't be the case. I was like, maybe because this side is split, it's actually sending different amounts down, but that's not true. All of these are connected because, well, they are all rotating. Not sure what's happening. Interesting. One thing that we should, not highest priority, but higher prioritize, is wrapping up the connections over here. Because then at least we get the 22 power from this wheel into the whole system. Still don't understand this. Shouldn't there be... Okay, nobody's working. Alright, let's see. We do have an issue. We're running out of beavers. I'm gonna pause another builder for now. And this is telling me we need a lot more beavers. So one reason why we're not producing beavers is we're running out of extract. And that problem should hopefully be solved. Not quite. Let's see. They work at 100% efficiency. Meaning they produce 1 extract every, well, in 45 minutes. I'm very confused by the power supply situation right now. They don't have enough bad water. So what we are going to do is pausing 2 of the explosive factories, which should solve our bad water supply problem. Which means we should get extract quicker, which means we should have our beaver production back up and running. We just went from what? Some were born. Something is not quite right here. Alright, anyways. We will do what we can to work with what we have. Our water supply is steady, which is good. We do have 12 more days left in the bad tide. And have worked not quite through 1 block height of our water supply up here. We do have a little bit, 1.5 times the level basically left here, which makes me worry a little bit, in all honesty. But let's see how things progress. Alright, they have now hooked this one up, which is good. They are still working their way through there, which is also good. And I do want them to definitely high prioritize this. Alright, what else can we do in order to improve our situation? We do have actually some water here that is disconnected from that tank on this side. Okay. Gravity batteries are getting pulled up again, which is good. Still don't understand the power number, but that's fine. All of them are getting pulled up, day starts, and it's all being run down. Alright. At least we're getting a bit more logs in, so that is good to know. We do have plenty of water. I am going to delete one of the water pumpers here, freeing up 1 more beaver. As we were producing a bit more than we actually needed. And worst case, we can always unpause one of these water pumpers and then send water down this path. Alright. What else can we realistically do? One thing that I forgot last time is actually to put a lumberjack in here. So we're going to do that. Decommission 1 up here. And make sure this one comes along as well. What might actually be happening, maybe we don't have enough haulers. Because this one was full. This one's almost full. Now it looks okay actually. And I think last time I had prioritized these buildings by the haulers in the hope they would produce more water more quickly. But again, that was not the problem. Beavers are thirsty, even though they only work 14 hours a day. Man, they're picky. Was there an update that I missed? I don't remember. Alright. Let's go through our inventory. We do have 65 bad water, which is good. So this is slowly filling up. They are producing more of the extract. Most of it will be used up, I want to say, by our dynamite. That area down here is not completely dry, which is okay, I want to say. So what can we do next? Wood supply seems steady. Our food supply is going down, which means we could set the food factory back up and running. I think that is good. The cassavas No wait, that's the raw ingredients. We are running a bit low on the mangrove fruit, which is fine. We're now producing corn rations again. And I think next episode, that's when we're going to expand towards the rest of our food production facilities, all the way back here. We have set this up to be accumulating treated planks. What I might actually do instead of having these on the ground, keeping it a bit more concise and utilizing a bit more of the vertical building space by just placing these additional industrial piles on top of the ones that we have already built. All for the treated planks. With that, we have 6 of these, plus 1 down here, 7. 7 times 180 is definitely enough, I want to say. Or, no, we need 2,000. So 7 times 180 is, I think, 1,200. Let's say roughly 1,200, which means we need another 4 of them to get to where we need in terms of storage for that final building. And you know what, while we're at it, let's do that. Let's turn these 2 instead of planks into metal block storage. Everything else will be treated planks. And then we have a good situation to, or then we are in a good situation if they ever finish building that, which I hope will be done in maybe the next episode. We'll see, we'll see. All right. Okay, with this, that storage facility is basically ready to go. Now this is almost full. We have now 6 unemployed beavers. How did that happen? It's the injured beavers. They finally recovered, and that's why we have so many free beavers again. So I'm going to unpause this guy. I'm going to unpause the canola oil person. Fermented cassavas. We are seemingly running low on cassavas. Interesting. Soybeans. All of these are cassavas, which I think means we need to remove and expand our cassava production. High priority to that. As I just kept telling myself, don't high prioritize everything. I still keep high prioritizing everything. Alright. They are almost done here though, which is nice. And that also means we can put in more cassavas in this corner. That is almost entirely covered by 2 farms, which is great. Now we're running low on soybeans. Soybeans we have 80. We definitely have enough fermented soybeans, so I think with that we are actually okay. Fermented cassavas is also at 200, so not too bad there either. But it is more of a zero-sum kind of game. Alright. How far did they get here? Not that far, to be honest. What are our builders doing? They are working on this, and they've now built this power wheel, which makes no sense. So I do need to prioritize stuff. And how about we just go ahead and prioritize all of the levees around there. They should have an easy way to actually get in here, which is good. They're still using up a good amount of our lumber, which I guess is also not too bad. Wow, this is quite a depressing episode, I have to say. On the bright side, 4.5 days left until the bad tide ends. We do have enough water left in here. I will actually now demolish this building as well. With 2 of our water pumpers in, we should have enough water to keep us going throughout the last 4.5 days while we are waiting for them to finish this. Because keep in mind, if they don't finish this, we cannot turn these on, and then we're in the same pickle as we were before. So, good? Not really. But anyways. Let's have a quick look at this. This still hasn't completely been fixed. Still not entirely sure why. Because with now, again, we have 6 up here and 4 down here that are connected. With an average, so that's 10, with an average of 200 power. Ahaha, that is the problem. You guys really need to just build that. And then we're in so much better shape. That's why there is a disconnect between the power that is here and the power that is here. And now it shot up and we're almost breaking even. Awesome. So now our batteries should also be pulled up much higher overnight. And again, we'll be in a much better situation. They've also built this, which makes 0 sense. But I guess okay. Let's also just wrap up this while we're at it. What does our extract situation look like? Pretty bad. Bad water situations looking okay. Not great, but okay. And there is something to be said that we might want to migrate these somewhere else. And I could see them actually being over here. Much to think about, much to think about. We also still have this wheel turning and we're not using any of the power over here. But at the moment, we don't have enough resources to expand anywhere. So, whew. Again, kind of a pickle we were in. But we're almost done with this. We're almost out of the drought. We still have plenty of water left in that area back here. Well, I'm saying plenty. We are getting pretty low. But we're still doing okay. We are still storing more water. Beavers are thirsty and hungry over there. What are you doing? Oh, you're the homeless person. Aren't you? Yeah, shelter -3. Alright. So, I think this episode has mostly been focused so far on trying to fix things that have gone horribly, horribly wrong. Which, sometimes you need to deal with that, but we're almost there. The last 3 just need to be placed, and they are bringing the extract over. So it's definitely worth it adding 2 in here. We've just rearranged a bunch of our beaver population on where they start to work. We have actually increased our beaver population by another 6, meaning now we have 7 homeless beavers in here. One thing that I wanted to also think about is the housing over here. We will unlock the very large one, so we can put 1, 2, and the third one actually needs to go all the way here. So having said that, it just means we need to go into our dynamite section, put a single dynamite in here, which I can high prioritize because we have all the dynamite. And as I do that, they are completely done with that section here below. I will not put a dynamite in here, as I might consider bridging over this later if we need to expand a little bit. But now comes the fun part, where we can actually click detonate. And watch the beautiful expansion of our water area back here. This only has a depth of 2. Interesting. Even though I put the highest level of dynamite in, we were already almost at the bottom of the map. And that is something that, you know, sometimes happens. Just think of it in terms of like bedrock down here. You just can't get through it, not even with dynamite, at least in this kind of game. So yeah, all that dynamite that we placed, not quite as useful as I hoped. Alright, what else can we do? We can actually consider dynamiting all of the stuff back here a little bit further. But for now, let's put in a bit more dynamite back here. So once they are done putting all of this in, we do have enough expansion to get our beavers into new homes. And since this stuff seems to be fully disconnected, let's high prioritize them building this up. And they are still making good progress over here. And we're finally making a good amount of excess energy. Our batteries are moving higher and higher. I think this energy problem has been completely solved, which is good. Water is returning. Why does it look a little bit contaminated? I guess I'll let in a little bit of contamination, not too much. Let's just call it the seasoning of life in Timberborn. So they will be okay. This guy is done with his trees, so lumberjack decommissioned. Water is returning down here, which is awesome. And now they finally can start pumping the water and filling up our water reserves from the pickle we were in to a situation that, you know, I want to say we can actually survive. Alright. What else can we do? Or what else do we have? It is good to know that this is the bottom of the map, because meaning whatever I want to explode around here, I don't need to go very deep. I can actually use cheaper dynamite to get as deep as possible. And this is something we will actually... No, I will actually save that part for the next episode. That's something I really like to do in my Timberborn games, that I think just makes the colonies so much prettier. But like I said, we will wait with that until next time. For now, we have solved our power crisis. We have survived our water shortage. We're still in a bit of a struggle with the amount of extract that we're producing. So we kind of need to expand in the next episode our bad water supply. I wonder what the best way to do so would be. We could, in theory, make a reservoir somewhere over here. Maybe even just all the way in the back here. That allows for any bad water situation to just accumulate bad water over here. We can bridge over there, put our pumpers down here. Although this will increase the transportation length to our centrifuge. On the other hand, maybe we should move all of this operation over here after all. Or maybe even over here. So they don't need to go all the way up there. And again, this bad water source is always open. So that's not too bad. Or the setup is actually not too bad. So I could just consider trying to expand this area over here to allow for an additional water pumper. But every water pumper I add up here will reduce overall the flow of the bad water as we're just taking out some of the liquid, which, you know, not too great. Right, our lumberjacks down there, all bored. I did just realize we do have one open seat for an oak back there. And actually, we can put oaks over here as well. So let's just do that. That will give us a bit more leeway for this. We're already at 1,000 water, just a little bit into the first regular season. Construction still likes material. And again, not too bad, not too big a problem. These two are kind of pointless until they've wrapped this up to get all of this to move around the corner. But they are working on it. And we do have now our woodcutters doing additional work again. All right. So maybe not too exciting an episode. One thing that we can finish though with is we detonate. And we're going to place down our large barracks with one gap in the front, which will enable us to put some decorations on there, just like we did with the others. Just connecting them all up. Put immediately our decoration in. Although this one, no, we're doing the same with the other as with the others. Put a bush here, put a bush here, put a lantern here and here. To have increased our well-being. You know what? Let's increase it even further. Highest priority for these buildings. 70 logs. It will actually not happen in this episode, so I'm not even gonna try. This is something, one of the first priorities that we're going to do in the next episode. But we have survived. We have now replenished a good amount of our water storage. We're in the green again with everything. Our food supply is doing okay. We're a bit short on beavers, which is because we've added the additional builder's hut. So let's pause this. So we can breathe again, right? Which is good. I'm so glad we can breathe again. It was getting a little bit tight. And most importantly, we have definitely solved our power issues, and with 3 more water wheels being connected into the mix, we're in a good spot to focus in the next episode solely on improving the well-being of our beavers. Alright, with that, I thank everyone for watching. Leave a like, comment below, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, let me know if you enjoy this, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.